This event, we've had a lot of people pull out. We haven't seen a ton of the veterans. We don't have Parkinson here. We don't have Slater here. We don't have Taj Burrow here. I mean, these faces that we've seen for the last 10, 15 years. And so now we get to see a whole new group of surfers coming in here. Lucas Silveira, another one, one of our junior champions, our world junior champion last year. This is their dream, this is their goal, this is where they want to be for years to come. And these faces are new here. And it's going to be a pressure-filled, and we've got waves starting right away, right here.
Well, here we go. First wave of the story here in 2016 at the Oi Rio Pro. Big slamming turn from Filipe Toledo. All eyes on him. We want to see his return to athletic form here in 2016. Suffering that injury on the first stop on the tour. And a big disappointment, of course, because we'd love to have seen him in the lineup at Bells and at Margaret River. Meanwhile, Dusty Payne out the back. So mixed conditions here, a couple of little rolls of the dice early on. All the surfers will be looking to feel the conditions here, Pete.
And then connecting, finding that little gem in here, because it's not every wave is not going to give you that perfect opportunity, and they're hard to read. So you can see Filipe taking an inside wave here just to get kind of started. Nice first snap. Gets a little loose here on this last turn, trying to really slam it with some big turn at the end of that wave, but can't pull it off. So again, we're going to see a lot of chances being ridden here, a lot of action. We'll see some short rides, and we're going to see some actually long rides. I mean, you're talking to Richard Porta last.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did a great job at the Eddy, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Action.
All right, here we go. That's Filipe Toledo doing what he does, and he's looking like he's returning to form. Squares up that turn. Second wave unfolding here for Filipe Toledo. 26 minutes still remaining, so plenty of time for all three of our surfers. Looking to see Dusty Payne and Kanoa Igarashi getting their campaign underway here in Rio.
He likes the mid-sized waves. Have been able to hit that bank the best. The example here is he's not taking a bigger set wave, but this one has the opportunity. Look at that, nice little tail whip, reverse, pulls it down nice and easy. A little bit of a stutter. As I'd like to see him come out of that a little more cleaner speed, but you see how he had to kind of hop back into it again. Take a look here, but I mean that's a hard move to do. He nose picks it, but right here he had to kind of hop back into it. So the judges will take note of that, and then gets a finish move. Gets that nice little off the lot. Let's see, tight tongue back. Straight up off the lip for the finish. Was able to kick out, so it's going to be a pretty good score for him, but not real high. I mean, he's probably going to be in that fair range.
Yeah.
A lot of guys on tour can't even do that move. So to have him be able to whip that out with so much ease, again, a smaller size wave, so not a real critical section.
Well, two surfers that can go to the air against Toledo are in the seat. Kanoa Igarashi, little in and out there for him, looking for opportunities. You'll see them scouting the line, but look who seems to have a little wave magnet strapped to him. Here we go, wave 3 for Toledo. Little look for the opportunity. It is an outgoing tide here in the warm waters of Rio de Janeiro.
It's actually a rookie. He's just a replacement surfer, Leonardo Fioravanti.
All right, here we go. Live action with Dusty Payne. Dusty is easily the most powerful guy in the lineup. He's got the weight to slam it, and he gets a third maneuver here. So Dusty Payne, nice little contribution there in the early part of this opening heat.
Well, that, being critical once again as a judge. You got to have everything, click together, and especially completing that last ride here as he sees the float there. Kind of transition move, glides the foam here, and then this last move would have seen better points had he pulled it off, but he gets stuck in the foam there and doesn't ride out. As you see, nice drone footage here. Get above it a little bit, that nice ricochet off the top, a glide up over the foam, which is not an easy move, but it is more of a transition move. The final maneuver there, just not able to ride out. You need just to go under that clean water there to be completed. A lot more potential to be had out there. That there's 8s and 9s. It's just a matter of now clicking into it as you see Filipe up and riding.
Right, Toledo on the corner here will get going. A fourth ride already, so he's keeping the work rate up. Big hack for him. Now it's a little bit of a slopey wall. He'll wrap that cut back. Toledo now looking for an opportunity. You see the ocean starting to breathe here on the inside, along with the crowd who are all waiting for him to just explode to the inside section. But he just does a gentle wrap of that wave. 30-minute heats here in Rio de Janeiro. This one's still a full 20 to go, so 1/3 of it gone, and here we go. It's time for Kanoa Igarashi to become part of the heat, and that's a nice wrap for him. Keeps the center of gravity low. Big squared up section. He'll get a beautiful projection out of it as well. So Kanoa Igarashi slams down 2 big turns, and he becomes part of the discussion in this heat as we move into the next third.
He's so relaxed. His timing is just impeccable. Here he is taking a nice size set wave, but see how he waits off the bottom, sets up this section there. Just a bit of a little dig, and then the big move there, boom, slams it hard for 2 solid maneuvers. You know, again, that just a little sticky on the first turn, but able to dig through it, and then the final slam. This is going to be his best score
for their first year on tour.
And again, Leo is a full-on replacement surfer here, as we see up now. Dusty
Payne, big snap for him. Beautiful release as well. Totally drifts it, but it's just that one maneuver to make up that score for Dusty.
On this tour, and always fun to watch. You watch a nice size set wave here. Weights off the bottom, and what he's done, I think, is added to his repertoire by his carve game too. You know, he's been able to add that element. You know, he didn't need to go to the air on this wave, and it's going to be his best score. The last one at 5.57. This one going to be another big carve, whereas we saw this one go into excellent range, and that was the connection.
Well, that was Leo coming up next. Have a look at Dusty Payne. That's a big smack for him. He knows how to throw the rail. If we're talking about rail work, we cannot leave Dusty Payne out of the discussion, can we, Pete, as he wraps 2 turns there. His wave not going through to the inside. Now it'll be an exchange with Kanoa up and riding. Little click there for him. New opportunity on the face now for the surfer from Huntington Beach, and he squares it up, but he'll go down in the effort. So a little mix there with rail work and airs from our athletes.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here. Look at this big size set wave, straight up. Hacked it. That's beautiful stuff there, but this wave let him down. You know, it just didn't give him any more opportunity. Just the cutty there, and then has to kick out. You know, you would love to see another big section for him there, and that would have gone into the excellent range. And then behind him, Kanoa Igarashi right here, just a bit of a stumble. Keeps it together though, and look at eyeing this section here. It goes for the big frontside grab, and just could not pull it. Landed. That's a tough landing. When you land with the explosion of the lip, it's really tough to kind of flow out of the maneuver. Unfortunately, there it goes down.
So Finn's not grabbing for Kanoa Igarashi there, but he does emerge from another wave. We'll pick that up on replay shortly. Here we go with more action. Dusty Payne. Another big squared turn for him. Through to the inside. Another opportunity. And well, over the handlebars. Quick packages of action coming our way here with 13 minutes to go. We'll pick up some replays shortly here from Kanoa Igarashi. And let's have a look at what went right, what went wrong here, Pete.
Well, we saw him come out of a maneuver there, and we'll see what he does. Does a little air reverse at the end there. Was able to pack that in. That was a very short section to be able to do the turn and the air. You know, gets that tail whip, 360 air, so that's going to be his best wave so far.
After that injury at stop 1, he's had to repair a body. And, well, it's working because he's leading this heat. But Dusty Payne is going to have something to say about that. Looking for opportunities. You can see the tide running out here, Pete. A little bit of a waft on a couple of the sets, but still some scores coming in for our surfers as we pick up on Toledo here. Now, big walling opportunity. Flares it out, and he'll just go down in the effort as well. So still a full 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 30 minutes on offer here from the contest director.
Kind of actually adds a little flair to a maneuver if you do it and you time it perfectly, but if you don't, it's going to be a challenge.
Well, a slightly different flavor in the beach breaks yet. Grimari, as Toledo will do the same kind of entertainment as he did last year. The beach already getting packed here. A passionate nation are the Brazilians. Now out the back. Well, here we go. Entry in the tube. Little shampoo as he comes out. Dusty Payne finds himself a tube. Going to be interesting to see what the judges say about that. And well, the consummate professional that he is, he just squares that turn at the end. He is down in 3rd place, Pete, so we're going to have to look and see what kind of number comes to that, and we'll see how our 3 surfers chase to the end of this heat.
Behind the curtain, you want to see his board completely disappear. Let's take a look at the replay here. You know, a little drainer with that tide dropping out. Watch out for Filipe as he ducks dives. You know, so it wasn't like a very deep tube ride, and I think that's where you start to see the scores really go up into the excellent range. But it's going to be his best wave. I think it's pretty cool here as you see the section, but you see the nodes of his board throughout the entire barrel. You know, if you see it completely disappear for a long period of time, that's when you're going to see it be a bit more critical of a barrel ride.
He's done it with the rail mostly, a little bit of going to the air, but he's keeping a busy work rate here, Pete, as he looks for another opportunity, and here it is. That's what the crowd have come to see. They love that. You guys were calling last year. I mean, I remember being online with the rest of the global audience.
And the love from the crowd. You know, I think that's something that if you can do that here, because this event, as you watch the replay, nice little spin, that's the flowy maneuver. You'd like to see him, no hiccups whatsoever coming out of that, but just the one move. You know, will that better the 5.57? You know, that was the wave where he had the nice big strong arc. on this tour. That is last place, and you won't advance on in the championship tour sitting on 25th. So
Exactly.
you would love to have that round skipped.
All right, let's have a look. Dusty Payne needs his best wave by far, and he'll go to the air, and it will be an incomplete. Surfers in second and third holding sixes. Here we go. This is now an important ride for Kanoa Igarashi here. Bowling opportunity. He'll just flare and snap. That back foot comes adrift, and well, scoring waves for these two surfers in the fives and sixes. They need to go to the sevens now if they want to attack this lead of Filipe.
I like what Filipe did there. You know, he looked at that third wave. You know, he saw Dusty Payne paddling back out, but instead of relinquishing priority, he's going to kick out and gain priority once again here for the last minute of the heat.
We'll have a look and see, because it is down to the final seconds here. Yep, well, what does that body language tell you right there? Kanoa Igarashi will not find the score there, and Filipe Toledo has posted an 8 and a 5.77, and he has wrapped up his return to action.
Well, you gotta love that.
Yep.
Filipe done his job. First heat of the Oi Rio Pro and the first win of round one.
Kanoa Igarashi and Dusty Payne will reseed in round two of competition. But Filipe Toledo, no surprises, the defending champion, moves to round three here in Brazil.